Hi everyone, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we are doing the Volume 3 OST. And once again, we're going to be using the playlist by Sylvia Dragoness. Thank you so much. It is. Why past tense? Who does past tense? It is very appreciated. Thank you. You notice your little quirks when you talk for like 2.5 hours every day? And saying just frustrates the hell out of me now, because I notice it all the time. Like, I could just take a pause. That happens. Anyway. We're going to be doing the OST. I expect this to elicit feelings of being broken, wanting to cease... I don't want to say cease existing, but like I think the point of the soundtrack now is just going to be to give me despair and remember all the things I lost. I don't like losing things. So, fun. Now let's jump into it. This song's... sorry. It's a sick guitar solo, yeah. This song's a fuck you, by the way. I'll get into it in a second after
there'll be no rest, there'll be no love,
yep.
There'll be no hero in the end who will rise above. And when it ends, go across. The shining light will sink in darkness, victory for hate, incarnate misery and pain for all. When it falls.
Oops. Okay, so her vocals are just absolutely intense and insane here. On top of that, when I said that this song's kind of a fuck you, it's like, it's amazing how it's right in front of your eyes with a lot of these lyrics, and about how this Like, it's not even foreshadowing. It's just in plain sight telling you to just, you know, go fluff yourself with like a rusty spoon, you know? And there's no victory in strength. Like, well, I'll get to the parts that are just like, damn. Like, with the benefit of hindsight, this song hurts so much worse. So I think this is a song that may be Salem to Osmond. Yeah. Okay. Is this the refrain or bridge? But I like this. This part right here. Like, there will be no hero in the end who will rise above. Damn, there I was thinking that Pyrrha could actually do it. And they just tell you straight up, nah, there's no hero in the end. No one's going to rise above. There's no love. There's no rest. It's not going to happen. Like, they just tell you. And when it ends, the good will crawl. The shining light will... Like, damn! Damn! Victory for hate incarnate. Damn, dude. Like... They got me, you know? This opening song really just said, alright, yeah, fuck you. You don't know what... You don't know shit that you thought you did, Matt. You don't know shit, Beef. The blinding eyes that burn a yellow flame, the embers that remain will light the fuse of condemnation. Is that... The ambers that remain? Maybe? Sounds like a really bad one. So it says kingdoms, not kingdom, in tatters. So this is going to be foreshadowing for the 4th season, I believe. So let's think about this. You have kingdoms in tatters, hung on the brink of war. The peace will succumb to flames. So that means that the nations are going to start warring with each other, is what I would make the assumption of. So they're going to be fighting... They'll be fighting a war on like 2 or 3 fronts. They're going to be fighting the war on the front of with each other, and then on the front of the Grim, and then whether or not there's infighting and power plays and that whole bullshit, well, is yet to be seen, but... Alright. And then the guitar solo's just sick. Like, it's just a good... It's just a good guitar... Holy shit. Oops, my bad, everyone. Didn't mean to peek there. If I just hurt your ears, my bad. This is not a tragedy. It's not an accident. You placed your faith in fools, and now you'll smother in lament. Okay. Well, it is a tragedy, because tragedies are... I'm pretty sure that they fall into a specific category. I think this would be counting. It's a tragedy. It not being an accident, well, yeah, you planned it. You placed your faith in fools. I don't know if Ozpin was necessarily a fool, but maybe not as strong as we thought he was. And then smothering and lament. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that means Ironwood, Glinda, and Crow are probably gonna be fighting over what's left of the Ozymandias, or whatever the fuck it's called. Yep.
And mankind will wilt
In
pain.
Damn. Her voice.
There'll be no
Her voice just carries, dog. Like, it is such a good. Damn. Okay, if I were to do this. You know, I'm gonna say it. I miss Boop. I miss Boop. I miss Shine. I miss the songs that make me feel happy. Okay, that are like, damn, maybe Pyrrha can be selfish. Maybe she can have John. Nope, I don't get any of that. I don't get Endgame, and neither do you. And it's not okay. But I'll pretend like it's okay until it is, because that is coping. That is how you cope. Bottle it up. I'm lying. Don't bottle it up. Unless that's what you want to do. I don't control you. God damn it. Perfect. I know Yuri voices Spider-Man and stuff like that. I'm gonna say it though. I think you could put this in Sonic Battle Adventure 2. I think you could put this exact song in I think you could put this as a Shadow theme, and I could see Yuri voicing Shadow. I think this was probably a good pick for character or whatever. Okay. I like the solo. Like, believe it or not, they're not solo. Like, just instrumental. Damn. Okay. All right. So first things first, banger song. Second things second. I think they did a really good job with picking who it's about. I think it's pretty obvious, but some of the lines in here, like they're just coming out the gate, fucking hitting hard. Like hard rock. Oh, you can see his little silhouette in my glasses. Look at that. Hi everyone. Wait a minute. Wait, can we get both? No. Did it. Anyway. I know it seems like I wasn't paying attention, but the part I wanted to get to was like after that anyway. I love the little ad-libs of those. I think it's nice because, like, even though it seems like it's just like, oh, like their song, like, it seems like it's just a song kind of like how Caffeine was an introduction song, like this is their theme together or their thing together. But like I think you get so much characterization in the little one-line lyrics that we're like listening to. And learning a lot more about Mercury and Emerald in ways that I wouldn't be like, oh, I never expected to learn about them this way. More of just kind of like, if you find it, it's nice, but like, if you don't know it, it's not a big deal. Like it's like those little things that add. Like they're so awesome together. Yeah. Like the I'm sorry, dude, it's not enough. Good line. This part is just the way it's said, I love. That is a pretty cool way of characterizing Mercury as someone who... It's interesting that a lot of people are saying, like, it feels like they have no other choice, and that's what it is, but, like, that was born in a nightmare, a murderer's son. Yeah, I guess being the child of an assassin has to be difficult. Trash. I like how it goes from delusions to illusions, and delusions are... I don't really understand the difference between them, but if I were to make a guess, educated-wise and proper and shit, I'd make the assumption that a delusion is a something like it's a personal belief. Like if you're delusional, it means that you're just believing like things that are not true, and I would assume that illusions are like projected and like deceptions that are cast upon somebody else. So who rose out of filth and was loved by no one, delusions. Are you saying that there because that's not true, or are you saying putting that word there? And if you think I'm reading too much into it, that could be fair. Also, they just made their first song a massive fuck you to me, so now I'm going to have to try to read into this. I shouldn't say it's to me. It's just kind of like, you put it in front of my face this entire time, what was going to happen, and I was too dumb to see it, and now I don't want to make the same mistake. So, I'll steal till you're blind and defeat you from inside your mind. Okay. These two give off such Frieza energy. I don't need to elaborate, but I will. I feel like if I beat them in a fight, they would get pissy. Like they'd be like, I give up, and then like you turn your back and they stab you in the back. That's just the vibe I'm getting, and I think it's dishonorable. And I am a man of honor when I want to be, or a man of dishonor when I want to be. Depends on what playthrough of Red Dead 2 I'm doing. I'd be. That's actually a pretty, again, a very good, like, characterization where you're, like, getting a hint of Steel, which is saying what... I don't know what comes out first. I assume the episodes come out before the soundtrack, but it does a really good job of kind of tying everything together, making it all one key, like, one... Did I just say one whole cohesive piece? Dummy. One whole cohesive piece. Thank you. And now we're back with a sick little riff. A sick little, it's not a solo, just instrumental. It's just an instrumental. Come on, you know words. You know words, sir. Overrun by the hate and the beatings defiled by by a father. By the hate and the beatings defiled by a father. Okay. Overrun, exposed to the sun. I'm trying to think what that could possibly mean. So, ripped from the earth, I guess, was living underground. Maybe he never got to see the sun, and then finally did. Saw all the grim, and because... negative emotion, they are always surrounding the house because the dad was just kind of an asshole. And then we got beatings that were defiled by a father. Now, when you say defiled, do you mean defiled in the way that I can't talk about, or do you mean defiled in the way that you feel unsafe and insecure in being where you were, so you had to do what you had to do to your dad? I'll race with your eyes. I feel like Emerald's thing... Oh, shit. It's my turn? Okay, damn. Let's go, Weiss.
When I was young, if I just closed my eyes then I could go anywhere. Dream of any place. Imagination set the pace and my heart was happy there. What a shame that you came round and told me, said my dreams can't come true. Don't be foolish, give up your wish, big things aren't for you. And how you scold and chide me, forever criticize me, but now I think I know the truth. You were the one who held me down and told me I was heading nowhere.
Uh-huh.
You said know your place, accept your fate and show good face and be thankful that you're there. That was so long ago when you owned me.
Whoops.
I was young.
So I have a theory. I think this is a text message that Weiss has sent her dad. I know Weiss is on here, but like, and this may not even be about Weiss, but like, imagine it as either a letter or just a text of Weiss just being like, listen, I don't want shit from you anymore. I don't want this. I don't want the company. I just, fuck this. That, or this is just her regular diary entry, and she like writes this daily.
When I was young, if I just closed my eyes then I could go anywhere.
Like, it seems like you ever just have one of those fights with your parents, where like, you know, things happen, you say shit you don't mean, or like you just bring up a lot of the fuck shit that you feel like happened in childhood, and then like it doesn't go anywhere, but you feel better because you just got it off your chest. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here.
Dream of any place. Imagination set the pace and my heart was happy there. What a shame that you came round and told me. Said my dreams can't come true.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing that we always use like the term like dreams, dreaming, yada yada. You know, as a certified schemer, okay, as somebody who just schemes daily, I think it's like a weird thing to say that somebody's dreams won't come true. It kind of comes down to like, who are you to make that decision? Also, just because you're too jaded to see somebody with ambition try to do something they want, and instead of encouraging them, you tell them that they can't do the thing they want to do. Like, the adversity in life shouldn't be other people talking to you and telling you that you can't do something. Your adversity should just be the challenge of what you're doing. And unfortunately, while people exist, part of the adversity is just going to be other people. So, whatever your dream is, I want you to know, it'll come true if you work at it, if you try. And even if you work at it and you try and it doesn't happen the way you expect it to, it'll probably still end up happening some way that you just didn't expect. But that's if you don't give up. If you give up, then 50-50 shot, I guess. Anyway, that's at least my thoughts on that type of thing.
Don't be foolish, give up your wish. Big things aren't for you. And how you scold and chide me, forever criticize me, but now I think I know the truth.
Give it up for Weiss. Give it up for Weiss. She is, we just give it up. Yeah, I think I know the truth too, girly.
I think I know the truth.
They're scared to see a girl thrive.
You were the one who held me down and told me I was heading nowhere.
Been there.
You so know your place. Accept your fate and show good face and be thankful that you're there.
Amen.
That was so long ago when you owned me. I believed it was true. Bend me, shape me, build me, break me. Why was I your fool?
Sounds a lot like an abusive relationship. Or if not an abusive relationship, a controlling relationship. And it's like, you consent to the boundaries within your relationship, and sometimes people say yes too much because they feel like they have to. But like, you set your boundaries, and your boundaries can change at any point. So it's like, when somebody is 5, maybe. I shouldn't say that, like, you know, bend me, shape me, build me, break me, because that, I feel like no matter what, that just sounds like it's bad. Like, it just, why wouldn't you let them take their own form and like give guidance when it starts to become wrong? Like, you should be like, I'm not a parent, so I don't know, but I feel like you should be able to tell your kid, hey, listen, if you do that, probably gonna work out well. You shouldn't force them to do anything. You should be like, hey, if you do that, it's probably not gonna be your best interest. And then when they eventually do it because they're my kid and I'm a fucking asshole and I do things that I shouldn't do, and I do it just because I'm wickedly curious. So when my kid is wickedly curious, I'm sure they'll just do the stupid thing that I would do, which is just touch the flame, the open flame on the stove because there's no way it can't be that hot, and then you burn yourself. That's just what happens. Anyway, but
Why was I your fool? And now I'm so much stronger. I'm not yours any longer.
amen.
Nothing's here for you.
Fuck toxic relationships.
For you to learn. It's my turn. I won't hold any longer. I've waited all my life and finally it's here. It all begins. A chance to win. A dream that's been a lifetime. Endless best uphill climb. A day I've waited for is drawing near.
I'm with it.
Hey, wait, turn and show your face. I've got enough to say and you're not going anywhere.
Oh damn, she's not done. I know it sounds like bad, but like it, I like this a lot because it does show. If this song is about Weiss, which I'm assuming it is, it feels very Weissy in a lot of not the singing aspect, but like just lyrically. I don't know who else it could be about. If it's about anyone, her having a dismissive father who's just like just do whatever just do whatever you want, or like that kind of thing. It's not that it makes sense. It just works. And her standing up and saying like you're not going anywhere. It all fits really well
The time you ruled me through.
with it.
I'm in control, I own my soul, and I'll never go back now. Wasted years that I spent never knowing. I was kept, I was used. Never ending, condescending. Now I just refuse. I don't care what it costs me.
This would be a little too dramatic, but it would be like Weiss talked about losing uncles, losing that kind of stuff. I think it'd be kind of interesting if it was kind of like Weiss lost her mother due to the White Fang getting increasingly more and more hostile. But we haven't met her mother yet, so she's probably still alive, or she isn't. I don't know. I just think that'd be interesting, and after losing the mother to the White Fang, the father became just the absolute worst. Not saying it's right. I'm just saying it'd be an interesting take that has been done before, but I'd be interested in seeing how the writers of RWBY would manage to do it, since they usually do a much more nuanced approach to things.
I know I almost lost me. Won't spend another day confused. Anything to crush my soul. Anything to feel control. Finally free, I've come so far. Finally see how sick you are. I spent your life degraded, but I won't leave here jaded. I'll start again and finally prove.
That is a good line. I spent my life degraded, but I won't leave here jaded. It's a line very much about hope and like the theme of just keep moving forward, and this is a weird tangent, but it kind of reminds me of Superman in a lot of ways, where people shit on Clark Kent. Like, people genuinely hate Superman. And, like, it's sad. Like, it really is sad. Because, like, he's just supposed to be a character who represents hope, who represents doing the right thing even in crazy circumstances where the right thing isn't always clear. And, like, it's sad to see how often his character gets bastardized into this holier than thou, righteous for life fucking person, rather than just being the small town kid from Smallville, Kansas, who just was raised by two good people and has the morality of two good people from fucking Smallville, Kansas, from the forgotten parts of the US, basically. I know he's become a world icon, and I know a lot of, like, mythology becomes, like, a world icon, but, like, comic book heroes end up being our mythology, and it's, like, very sad to me how often we discount that mythology, and we discount this idea of just allowing Superman to be a character. Like, no, he has to be a monolith, he has to be this, he has to be a mantle, he has to be upheld, he has to be like Batman. Just... you can have in common here a very similar thing of hope. Like, he's the hope of his people. He's the hope of our people. He does it because he wants to do it. Not because he has to do it, because he wants to do it. And people, for some reason, take that choice out of Superman. They take the want out of Superman. They take the needs, the everything out of him. He has to protect us. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to do that at all. He has personal choice. And Weiss gets the same... Weiss reminds me very much of Superman in this regard of she's keeping the hope even though she's not leaving jaded. And even if she doesn't like her father or like what's going on there with, like, the Schnee Dust Company, she's trying to forge her own path and make a name for herself. And that's just very respectable. Such a good fucking song, dude. So good. We're not, and I mean not gonna complain about ads today. Not fall in love with you. I don't think this song is about these two. It's a cute song, but I don't think it's about them. So I don't think this song is about Black Sun. I think it's about John. It's John's perspective towards somebody is what it feels like, but I could be wrong on that. It just doesn't feel right as Blake to Sun. Maybe Blake to Yang, or Yang to Blake. That's possible. I'm not massive. Like, I'm not into necessarily the whole shipping thing as much as everyone else, but, like, could see that. I could see Jaune to Pyrrha. I could see Jaune to Weiss. I could see a lot of that. Just not really this one as much, because it's sung, I think, to whoever this person is. And, like, I want to say Pyrrha, but, like, I don't know where I could place this. Like, I guess I could place this after the dance, before everything goes to shit. Right? That's what makes the most sense to me. I do like this song, though. I love love songs. I also love, like, breakup songs. I like emotional songs. Yeah, Jaune to Pyrrha makes sense here. And I think the idea is kind of like it's okay. So it's going to be a little embarrassing. I love cliches and tropes. I think cliches and tropes are some of the cutest things on fucking earth. And what people don't understand about cliches and tropes is that they're writer's shorthand. If you hate airport scenes, that's fine. I get it. It's just shorthand. And what I mean by shorthand, like what I mean by it's writer's shorthand, this is a personal opinion. I don't know if any other person has said it. They probably have. I definitely didn't come up with this on my own. You have something like a airport scene where the love interest is getting on the airplane and somebody stops them and it's doesn't make sense because 9/11, but like whatever, we ball. Literally, it's just shorthand. Why an airport? You need to give the audience a way to signify in a physical sense the emotional thing that's going on. What's the emotional thing? You have a decision. You either get the person, significant other, typically, whatever. You get the love interest, or they leave forever. In real life, they don't move halfway across the fucking world to help starving cancer children bullshit. They just move on. But you know what? In real life, moving on's boring. No one wants that. So before they move on, and you show up at their doorstep being like, "Hey, I brought Krispy Kreme donuts." Because who the fuck wants to see Krispy Kreme donuts? Like, you're given this more grandiose, dramatic climax where they're running through an airport and they're just dying because they've chosen their significant other over whatever the other thing was. it's not bad writing to have cliches. It's just you have to understand what the cliche does for it to be good. I think, honestly, you could do the same thing in a drive-thru. I don't know about you. I've had some of the most intense arguments, deepest cries, and fucking most serious conversations in a relationship in a Starbucks drive-thru. You know what I'm talking. There's 10 cars ahead of you. You have to order, talking about some bullshit you don't really want to talk about. You're fighting about something. You need to resolve that fight because you got to order. It's like, well, what happens after you just get your food? Well, now you've put a pause on the fight, and it's like an issue. So, like, I've always viewed it kind of like in that sense. Like, it's a shorthand that if you understand it, you can use it. If you don't get it, you don't. I don't even know how I got on this tangent. I just wanted to talk about cliches because I fucking love cliches. Pyrrha. I don't remember what it was. I was going to say that the cliche here that I think... That's why I brought up cliches. I'm so sorry, everyone. I know I'm insane and manic. The cliche that I was thinking of is when you have the derpy dude who befriends the very beautiful person, and they are perfect at everything, but for some reason they want to be friends with you, and you don't realize till it's too late, or you don't realize until you push them away because you have your own insecurities. And that cliche is more about understanding your insecurities and understanding that you shouldn't put this beautiful person on a pedestal, and they're a person with feelings and emotions too. This way you can connect with them. And since you're the only person that never wanted to put them on a pedestal, and you never put them on a pedestal, but you still always reserve the fact that there's no way that they're into you. I think that's what John did to Pyrrha initially, because she's Pyrrha and he's fucking this bumblefuck kid who honestly doesn't deserve shit, but that's just my opinion. No. Absolutely not. Yes! Fall in love, bitches. I don't know what esprit means, but you know what? I agree. Yeah, this makes so much more sense for John. Agreed. Okay. Been there. I can certainly try. If the song is about Pyrrha, it just makes it more tragic, dude. Like, they were such a good end game that you set up, and like, yeah, I get it. It's not a romance show. It's not about that. I understand, but it would have been. It's not even the shipping aspect. It's just genuinely, it would have been so adorable. You would have dated Weiss for a little bit. They would have done the whole fucking, we were enemies to friends to lovers, and then they would have like figured out they're not really good for each other. And then Pyrrha comes in and is like, listen, like it's vibey. It would have been cliche. It would have probably sucked, but you know what? I was ready for it. I was ready to be happy about fighting Grims and shit, and now look at me. I have to deal with fucking Kevin the Wyvern, or whatever the fuck it's called. This bitch named Salem, who I don't even know what the fuck she is. A cunt named Cinder. And I lost Pyrrha and Penny, the two dopest fucking characters. Like, it's bullshit, and I just wanted a happy-go-lucky show. And here I am, depressed as fuck. It's unfair. I'm coping, you know. No, you can't. Amen. Did not fall in love with you. Do anything to conceal it. Got my heart and I feel it. Love. You know, this is probably gonna end up being my favorite on the album, just because I'm sure the rest of the songs. Now, while the rest of the songs are good, unless, oh my god, someone told me that there was a song of someone just shit talking Yang the entire time. This might be my favorite. I'm gonna be real with you. If this is that one, it might be my favorite. Secondly, maybe the In Love one. I feel like the rest of them are just gonna break me and make me feel sad, and I don't like feeling broken or sad. I like shit talking. Put me in a club, I'd dance to this shit all night. Give me some fucking liquor.
We're all born with a dream we wanna make come true. The best will climb to the top like me. The rest will run up like you. I bet it's hard to live with, knowing that you'll never be this fine. Don't be distraught, don't be sad. You give it your first try. Listen, girlfriend, can't you see I'm all of the things that you'll never be? I'm cool like the rain and I'm hot like the sun. Got a neon rainbow and you're no fun.
I'm with it.
Maybe time to retreat. You need a deeper review. You can see I never miss a beat. Your makeover's long overdue. Just try to understand this. It's nothing I am trying to outshine. You got your inner beauty. We can all be different. Listen, girlfriend, can't you
Fuck yeah, Neon!
things that you'll never be? I'm cool like the rain and I'm hot like the sun. Got a neon rainbow and you're no fun. No Mexico wear a silly frown. Just think of everything to see in no time. Fun every day. The clouds roll away. Try it, you'll see
I don't.
just be more like me.
It's not as easy to think of happy thoughts without an arm, but I'm with it.
Girlfriend, can't you see I'm all of the things that you'll never be? I'm cool like the rain and I'm hot like the sun. Got a neon rainbow and you're no fun.
Is that what the sound is? So on my mic, there's like, sometimes you hear that tapping sound, sometimes you don't, but like, I'm being for real. Because it's showing like levels that are going up to like maybe, let's see if I can do math here. No, I can't. But something's coming out of somewhere, and I don't know if that picks up on a mic or not, and I never actually noticed. Anyway, I also did want to say one thing I enjoy is that whenever Casey is singing, like, we talk about the range he has, we talk about stuff like that, but she puts character into the voices to know who's singing and who isn't, and I can't really explain it other than, like, there's a very distinct voice she gives each of the girls when there's a song that's from their perspective as opposed to other ones. I could be crazy with that, but it feels correct, and as long as it feels correct, I don't miss, except for all the times I do, and if I do miss, we don't talk about that, except for when I make the video about all my missing. That's later. But I think with this song, like, it's very much just, it's a fun one, and honestly, I fucks with it. I fucks with it heavy. Ooh, baby. The beat goes hard too.
We're all born with a dream we wanna make come true.
A lot of bravado. That's not the right word. I don't know the right word.
The rest will run after you. I bet it's hard to live.
I love the subtle passive aggressive, you know, they could be at the top like me, or the rest will be like you. And it's like, shit. That fucking hits so hard. Because she just gets it. It's the song from Dear Evan Hansen, Good For You, is such like a subtle fuck you to me, and I love it. And I love songs that have that subtle like passive aggressive you fucking suck energy, and this is perfect for it. Ouch! Imagine saying that shit to fucking Yang, who is gorgeous. Even without the arm! Gorgeous! I'm not ashamed to say it. I do have RWBY on my Spotify playlist, and you could theorize the songs that I have down below from the first 3 volumes, but I always at least pick 2, and at it, I pick my 2 favorite. So I'll let you figure that out as this goes on. Been there. They're dead. It's just kind of it just hits. It's a song that hits. I do like the distinction because Yang is kind of like, not that this song is like towards Yang necessarily. I think this is just I don't think her name was Neon, but the Neon Cat person. I think it's more of like a introduction to her character and like her just opinions about herself on the battlefield. But saying that she's cool like the rain and the other person's hot like the sun makes sense because yes, that is Yang. Kind of fucked up that they put a bell around her neck, that's what I'll say. I kind of want an orange cat. I've always
There is
Mirror Mirror Part 2 with unofficial lyrics. Okay, good to know. Just so everyone knows, these are unofficial lyrics. Secondly, it's Mirror Mirror Part 2. Thirdly, I forgot what I was saying. Fuck. I'll get back to it. Ooh, such a good fucking remix here.
Who am I to complain? My life's been spared so much pain. Born with all that I need. My comfort's all guaranteed. So what's the problem? What's keeping me from moving forward? It's hard to see. I should be free now. I should be fine. But the life I fought for still isn't mine. Some believe in fairy stories and the ghosts that they can't see. I know that I could do so much if I could just believe in me. Mirror, mirror, tell me something. Can I stop my fall? Years of scorn will leave you cold. Forget your dreams, do what you're told. When disapproval's all you're shown, the safest place becomes alone. And isolation's the price you pay. And every friendship is pushed away. But bit by bit now, a step each day, I'm slowly starting to find my way. Some believe in fairy stories and the ghosts that they can't see. I know that I could do so much if I could just believe in me. Mirror, mirror, I'll tell you something. I think I might change it all.
You know, everyone's gangster until Mirror Mirror Part 2 comes on. Everyone's gangster. It is a song that I think not just captures Weiss's personality, but getting a look at her her inner mental state is very, very interesting to me, and it's very cool to actually get this. And I feel like this, I don't know if I'll be able to break this down the way it deserves to be broken down. I'm gonna try, but like it's very fascinating that we get to actually see this part of Weiss that not that it's necessarily not seen, but that she doesn't really get to show, because if she shows it, it's kind of like she's showing weakness, and I don't think that that's something that she really likes or wants to do. But the fucking mirror, damn. And the crazy thing is that if it's the mirror, she's based on Snow White. Fuck that she's based on Snow White. Let's talk about it from like a thematic standpoint. Why mirrors? Why is she asking the mirror to tell her what she sees? It's almost like it's two parts of her person, like two parts of her, in a way. Like she is. She's so self-reflective and so in her own idea of what the image she's projecting is that the person that she isn't really getting the chance to come across or come out. And as we're getting that, we see with Team RWBY and with her friends, like she is able to be a more honest and authentic version of herself, because she doesn't need to impress them, but she needs to impress everyone else. And I think Mirror is her conflating, confronting, just figuring out herself and her emotions in a way, you know? My nose. My nosies. My nosy woesies.
Who am I to complain?
I've had this thought before.
My life's been spared so much pain.
In therapy, they tell you that you shouldn't compare trauma, and in real life, you should, like, if you haven't been told that before, it's true. Like, I think a lot of people that go through traumatic situations, we try to have this, like, chest puffing competition of, well, my situation was worse because of this. Both situations were bad, both affected you differently. That's it. So, like, her saying, who am I to complain when life, like, neglect is a very, you could be in the fucking, I don't care if you're in a mansion, like, it really frustrates me when people come out and they're like, well, you were provided for as a child and had everything you could possibly imagine. Okay. You know how lonely it is to be neglected? Do you have any idea what that type of feeling is like? Like, I don't know, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know. Like, everyone goes through different kinds of struggles, and I think that's what her thing was like. I would need to rewatch her trailer, but, like, comparing traumas and comparing stuff like that isn't fair to the person that you're talking to. And honestly, if that's what you're going to do, then fuck off. Like, it's not your decision, it's not your job, and you're not the arbiter of judgment to be able to do that. I think a lot of what I'm learning about Weiss is that she just was born into a very domineering family, and born into a family where status matters more than anything else. And when status matters more than individuality, it's a really hard thing for anyone to conflate and conflict with. So that's at least my thoughts on this. So, like, you should complain.
Born with all that I need.
That's good.
My comfort's all guaranteed. So what's the problem? What's keeping me from moving forward?
I think the lyric there is long, so what's the... I think it was problem, not trouble. What's keeping me from moving forward?
It's hard to see.
The answer is self-doubt, Weiss. If not self-doubt, it would be lack of faith in self, which is another word for self-doubt. Insecurities, things that everyone has to deal with. And if you're dealing with your own insecurities, it's not about moving it. Acknowledge you're insecure about something and also acknowledge that you're stupid. It works very well for me personally. I'm insecure about a lot of things. I'm also aware that I am wrong 99% of the time. So, what's more likely? Is this the 1% of the time that I am that I'm right? Probably not. So just move forward. Just okay. I'm acknowledge insecurity, and then move past it. Just I'm insecure about this. Why are you insecure about this? I don't know. I'm just insecure about it. Does that make sense? Sure. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't think I'm a logical thinker. It's just insecurity.
Be free now. I should be fine, but the life I fought for still isn't mine.
I like that line a lot because was her royal test her fighting for this life, and now that she has it, it's somehow not hers. It doesn't feel earned to her. It feels like it was gifted in some way.
Some believe in fairy stories and the ghosts that they can't see.
Okay.
I know that I could do so much if I could just believe in me. Mirror, mirror, tell me something. Can I stop my fall?
What makes this actually even more sad is people focus on the wrong thing. They focus on words like deserving, they focus on words like doubt, insecurity, belief. You cannot believe in yourself and still do things. Belief plays a very minor part in whether or not you can do something. Belief plays a critical role, but a minor one. So, it doesn't matter what you think you can do, it matters what you can do. Part of me thinks that I, like, just insecurity. Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to fucking make a movie. Okay, well, I'm still gonna. But you don't think you're ever gonna do it. Yeah, I'll still do it though. It's not about a belief aspect, because you could if you want to be nitpicky, it's like, well, you still believe you're gonna do it. I guess it's also just I'm doing it currently. Regardless of if I think I could do it or don't think I could do it, doesn't really matter. It's just, are you doing it or are you not doing it? If you are doing it, you're doing it, regardless of if you believe it or not. And if you're not doing it, you're not doing it, regardless of if you believe you're doing it or not. Just, it's the idea of, like, actions speaking louder than words, but, like, actions are also better than words in a lot of ways because of that. Like, if you've written a script, you've written a movie. This is just for, like, myself. Like, if I've written a script, I've written a movie, I'm making a movie. Well, I don't believe it. I'm still doing it. Like, it's a matter of doing, not a matter of, like, saying. This is a weird tangent, but just kind of, Weiss does that to me in a lot of ways where, like, I just think a lot when I'm watching stuff her music, I guess.
Years of scorn will leave you cold. Forget your dreams, do what you're told.
Lame.
When disapproval's all you're shown,
Then why do any of it?
the safest place becomes alone.
That's sad.
And I
Could you imagine me as, like, in the booth with Casey Lee Williams and Jeff Williams, and I'm just in the background, and she's singing beautifully, mind you, the whole fucking. It's like the safest feeling is alone, and I'm just like, that's I'm the ad-libs guy going, that's sad. That'd be fun. Okay.
And every friendship is pushed away.
Boo.
But bit by bit now, a step each day, I'm slowly starting to find my way. Some believe in fairy stories and the ghosts that they can't see. I know that I could do so much if I could just believe in me. Mirror, mirror, I'll tell you something. I think I might change it all.
What do you mean by that? Mirror, mirror, I'll tell you something. I think I might change it all. What does that mean? What could that possibly mean? Does that mean that she's going to change herself, change the Dust Company? Is she going to change the relationship? Is this before or after the last song? Like, I don't know. But what I do know is that that ending part is very hopeful. And I think what gets understated a lot is Weiss. Like, I know I call her a prissy bitch, but like everything I've seen about her character is one of hope and one of optimism, which is fucking astounding. But I don't know yet, and that's something that we're gonna see probably in a little bit. Next song is going to be Divide. Don't know why I said it like that. Can we get back in focus, please? On an updated note, I want to start using my actual film equipment that I own to film these. The problem is just kind of like finding a good setup for it, because here's the dilemma. Real talk, Obi tries, no gimmicks. It's a DSLR with a 50mm, and it's like I could use the Nikon, which would look nice, but even with a 50mm, you need to be far enough away for it to have a good focus on you. So like that could be difficult. And if I wanted to use the Panasonics are a crop sensor, so it's going to double all the exposure stuff, so low light's going to look like absolute dog shit. These aren't insane problems. These are just issues that I need to deal with on the back end, and I haven't dealt with them yet because I wake up, film like a 2 to 2.5 hour video, and then work and do other stuff to try to get more things done to make the channel better overall. And that's not like that's not passive aggressive at all. Like, I genuinely love everything that we're doing here. It's just I want to clear out this back part. I want to pull my desk forward. I want to set up like a larger viewing screen, so instead of me looking this way, like I can actually look directly at it. I'm thinking of getting my buddy Ryan on to do a group react with me, whether to RWBY or anime or something like that. Like, there's a lot of ideas going on, and it's just kind of a matter of time. So it's like, this camera though bugs me because I hate not being in focus, and the fact that it's an autofocus depth of field is pissing me off, and the depth of field's really not that big. Like, it's frustrating. And not that anyone, I'm not gonna be like, not that anyone cares. This is just the back end stuff that I don't really get to talk about that often. So, hi. Now, before you say that this photo is spoilers, I have no fucking idea what this could possibly represent. I'm just gonna, not to like, I'm not saying this to be like rude to anyone in the comments that are gonna say that, the photos are spoilers. I am not that intelligent, and I'm not intelligent enough to pick up what the fuck this is. That's the bitch from the end credit scene, and that's grim. That is the most I'm gonna be able to get out of this. Just to clarify. Oh, that score is fucking immaculate, though. That is such a good score.
Does it feel good knowing you tried, knowing that all that remains is the slow, cold, brutal death of the bullets of a long dying pain? How does it feel knowing your efforts will fail? All that you built will be torn down, the hope of your people assailed. Say your guidance, they will fail. Legends and heroes will crumble and fall, you will not prevail.
Such a fuck you of a song. Oh shit! Watch them fall. Everything's about this bitch fall.
It was you who ended their lives, made them to dig their own graves. With your dark, sick, cruel design, convinced them their world could be saved. Have you no shame, signing them up for your war? Train them to fight what they can't be. Your sins are what they'll pay for.
So, here's the thing. I said it before, and I'm not gonna go on another monologue about hope, but like, this is actually laughable. The arrogance displayed, that whole thing of just, it's like, this is a song to Ozpin, probably from Salem, is what I would assume. And it's like to, not his dead body, but like, talking about his death and being like, you fucking failed. And like, this person really thinks that they're going to extinguish hope, which is what makes it laughable. Because if she's a creature of Grimm, the Grimm being mindless creatures that are attracted to negativity and doing that, makes sense. Completely makes sense. From like a thematic standpoint, from just a world building standpoint, it makes sense. A character who wants to divide, not even conquer, just divide everyone and extinguish hope. I guess that's also the end of the world, right? Because the nature, even if you extinguish humanity, there's still hope that humanity comes back as long as evolution is a thing. Like, maybe I'm just one of those people that are optimistic to a fault, but like I just don't see what I don't see it. I just don't, you know what I mean? Like I just don't see it. The song is a banger though.
Does it feel good knowing you tried, knowing that all that remains is the slow, cold, brutal death of the bullets that will all die in vain? How does it feel knowing your efforts will fail? All that you built will be torn down, the hope of your people assailed. Say your guidance, say will fail. Legends and heroes will crumble and fall, you will not prevail.
You see, on one hand you're saying that and I hear it, but like on the other hand what I'm hearing is fear. Like you're very scared. Like this person is just saying a lot of things out of a place of fear and not from one of strength, which is what makes it crazy to me. It's always the presentation of being much larger and much more threatening than you actually are. And that's the trick. That's the trick of the I don't say that's the trick of the devil, but like that's the trick of the devil thematically too. Like it's a character who presents themselves as larger than life, as fucking as powerful as these deity figures, but like in reality they're a dude who's too much of a pussy to actually do anything. Like when you get down to it, there's like a saying, and I don't even remember who said it, but it's like all evil can do is mockery and parody. It can't actually make anything. So you can usually tell who is pretty nefarious by those who just parody and mock and have nothing of value to really add into a conversation. And it works on a lot of different levels too, because it works in real life. It works thematically. It works right here. This character is not adding; they're just destroying. And for like, the point of destruction is to create a new. And if you're not creating a new out of that destruction, which by all intents and purposes they might be, but I don't know yet because I haven't seen it. Just doesn't make sense. Well, you just said it. You just straight up said it. One spark will ignite the flame, and you will extinguish the flame. You're not going to extinguish the spark, though. Whether or not that's intentional from a lyric standpoint or intentional, like, doesn't really matter. It's just, it's a story. Stories make sense. Music makes sense. Life makes sense. Things just make sense. When it's done well from a creative standpoint, it just makes sense. In real life, shit just makes sense. It's cool. It's fun. It's exciting. But like you're saying a spark will ignite their flame. Well, how do you get rid of the spark? Sparks can happen fucking anywhere. Like it don't track, damn it. Ooh, I'm scratching my face. Good ear scratch. I love the way they do this. Plans and plot your schemes. I'm arrogant and a bitch. Excuse me. Watch them fall. Ooh.
It was you who ended their lives, made them to take their own breath.
You see, you're saying by providing hope to these people that they would be able to fight and stop somebody evil is now their fault the person who was teaching them to defend themselves was at fault when you're the person who actively killed them. You're making an argument of, it's not my fault I shot that guy. It's actually this third party's fault. It's actually that guy's wife's fault for me shooting him because that guy's wife sent him to go and get milk and I had to rob the grocery store. It's not my fault, Your Honor. It's her fault, actually. That's the argument you're making, and it's stupid. You're stupid.
With your dark, sick, cruel design, convinced that their world could be saved.
Yeah.
You know shame, signing them up for your war. Train them to fight what they can't be. Your sins are what they'll pay for.
Well, I mean, Ozpin put his life on the fucking line, so he at least died for the cause. You can't say sacrifice them. You can't say that shit when he died doing it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna continue to give Ozpin flack for the fucking Amber decision and all that because I still think it's wrong. But at the end of the day, he at least thought he was, like it may have been wrong, but he died at least fighting for something he believed in, and that's honorable regardless of if I think the circumstances that got them there was right or wrong. It's great that you're saying strength will not bring victory, so what actually brings... They said strong emotion brings the grim. Strong negative emotion. Is it strong emotion or strong negative emotion? I believe it was strong negative emotion. Am I going to have to love this bitch for her to die? Because I won't do it. You've created a character hateable, and now I refuse to do it. Divide them, tear them apart, sever their trust, it will strangle their hearts. That's cap. You're banking on people just not having proper communication skills, and that's not how life works. People communicate. Like, to sow doubt, the easiest way to get rid of doubt is just have clarification. Just have a fucking conversation with somebody. You know, the worst part is that I know I say that, but I'm so bad at having conversations with people. Like, just have the tough conversation for the 10 minutes, make it awkward, and then just go on with your day. It'll suck. It could break your heart. It could fucking make you feel the worst agonizing pain ever. But you no longer are living a life where you have doubt about something or you can't really trust what's going on. You now have clarification. And you've traded one problem for a different problem. The issue with this problem isn't reality. This problem, though, is reality. And when you're dealing with problems in reality, you're fucking dealing with it. The doubt stuff isn't you dealing, it's you just projecting fear onto something that hasn't happened yet. So just let it happen and then deal with it. Cap. Cap. Nope. Cap. 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 I disagree. Oh boy. I don't know if I like this. Let's just give it a listen. No. I already don't like it.
I never felt that it was wise to wish too much. To dream too big would only lead to being crushed. Then I met you, you weren't afraid of anything. You taught me how to leave the ground, to use my wings. I never thought a hero would ever come my way, but more than that, I never thought you'd be taken away. Now it's cold without you here. It's like winter lasts all year, but your star's still in the sky. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to say goodbye. My days of doubt were in the past with you around. You helped me feel I had a place, direction found. You showed me that a greater dream can be achieved. Enough resolve will conquer all if we believe. The light you gave to guide me will never fade away, but moving forward never felt as hard as today. Now it's cold without you here. It's like winter lasts all year, but your star's still in the sky. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to say goodbye.
Pretty sure that's a song that's supposed to be a tribute to Monty, but it being Jaune to Pyrrha also makes sense, and it fucking hurts, dude. Like, it just, it hurts that she... I don't need to scream. I don't need to scream. I just, it fucking hurts.
I never felt that it was wise to wish too much.
And for you, John, that's correct. That is...
To dream too.
It's like, I have to mock him because he's John, but like, yes, this hurts, and yes, they were endgame, and yes, to know that this is how he felt about her genuinely breaks me. And it like, why do it?
Only lead to being crushed.
Monty, why you gotta break me like this after you leave? Not cool. No, it's very well done, and I appreciate everything you've made.
You taught me how to leave the ground, to use my wings.
Is it bad that I think if John saw what happened to Pyrrha, it'd be over? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Not even just like, oh, I think John would have stopped Pyrrha and RWBY couldn't. That's not what I mean. I just mean as in it would just be over. Like, I think John would have leapt from that building. There'd be no more John. After that type of failure, I don't think he comes back from that. I don't think him witnessing it lets him come back from that.
I never thought a hero.
Like, I think he would have tackled her off the building and tried to let her go out, and he would have died too.
More than that, I never thought you'd be taken away.
That's fair.
Now it's cold without you here.
This is just a very good song to summarize the grief feeling and what it's like to just lose somebody who matters a lot to you. It really, really summarizes that feeling well.
It's like winter lasts all year, but your star's still in the sky. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to say goodbye. My days of doubt were in the past with you around. You helped me feel I had a place, direction found.
It is just a very beautiful song, and it brings up a lot of memories for me. And I'm not really sure why, but it just is, so I apologize for not being as analytical of this one. It's just it's kind of letting me live in places with people I miss.
You showed me that a greater dream can be achieved. Enough resolve will conquer all if we believe. The light you gave to guide me will never fade away. But moving forward never felt as hard as today. Now it's cold without you here. It's like winter lasts all year, but your star's still in the sky. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to say goodbye.
Very good song. Definitely a really good song. And I think we're going to be doing the next one next. And, yeah. Apologize, there wasn't as much to say. It's just second time listening really got me to, I guess, listen, you know? But, I think we're on to the last one. And it's time to say goodbye with the acoustics.
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point
I like how they do the OST as an acoustic.
where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line that we'll cross, and there's
Oh, she's holding a dead penny. Jesus fucking Christ.
no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn anymore. We can't just wait with lives at stake until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering us
time. This score is so fucking beautiful, dude. It is so good.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the things we loved and the innocence of youth. Now the time seems to fly from our carefree lives and the solitude and peace we always knew.
Sorry about that. Fucked it. I'm not sure what this song is about, and also it's interesting how there's this like recurring thing where it's talking about sacrifice for a lie. Sacrifice for a lie. Sacrifice for a lie. What was the lie? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the lie was, that you could win. Like, what is the lie that's being pushed or being prolificated or some shit like that? Some word that's big, but I'm gonna use wrong anyway. But yeah. Oh yeah, I probably should say, if I actually did forget those 2 episodes of Chibi, I'm going to be putting them on the beginning of this video. And like, I know this is an hour and 56 minutes into this video, but they'll be after this. Or before this. Or after this. After this. After this. After this makes sense. And if someone wants to give me the timestamps of when they start, I'll add it in the description and fix it like immediately, so that way we could just have that delineation quickly.
There's a line that we'll cross and there's no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn.
I do think this song, originally I thought it was like a RWBY thing. I just kind of think it might be about Pyrrha in a way. This song could be about a lot of people, but now that I'm hearing it, maybe it's about Pyrrha. I think there's a lot of stuff that it could be about, but I don't know what it'd be.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the things we loved and the innocence of youth.
Which is kind of also a good song.
Time seemed to fly from our carefree lives and the solitude and peace we always knew.
We just love a good banger. Even a slow acoustic bang. God, RWBY crying here looks so good. So good. That sounds fucked, but I mean, it's like the artwork here is just very well made. You can tell it's the nuts and dolts crowd. Respect out there, you artists. Completely forgot to mention the,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
We're not gonna fall. There's a day when we'll stand in a day when we won't crawl anymore. There's a moment in time where there's no going back, when we're pushed too hard and we won't hold our attack anymore.
Or this song could be about Emerald. There's a lot of perspectives this song could go, because I'm also thinking, like, what if this is just the Cinder crowd, and they're, like, talking about all this bullshit?
We can't just cling to each
And they're saying that Ozpin and his people are the evil that's growing closer.
grows closer.
Be interesting.
Humanity's in jeopardy.
Nope, no longer about them.
Fight is far from over.
There's just, there's a lot it could be about.
It's time to say goodbye to the things we loved and the innocence of youth, with a doubt in our minds why we chose this life, and at times we can't help wondering, were we
I always like this part.
born to fight and die?
Is this about the maidens?
Sacrificed for one huge love.
Is this about the fall maiden?
Are we
Yeah, this might be the maidens. Or there's a lot of could be. Fuck. But the maidens could make sense. It could be the maidens. Shit. Didn't even think of that. Interesting. Fascinating. Got a lot to think about. And I always think it ends earlier than it does. That's my fault, everyone. Oh my shit. Whoops. Very good song. And like the violin, the composition wise, the music is just astoundingly beautiful. Just so beautiful.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the things we loved and the innocence of youth. Now the time
I can't sing for shit, so I apologize, everyone.
to fly.
The song just hits so different right now.
In the solitude and peace we always knew.
And so that was the acoustic version of Time to Say Goodbye. This has been RWBY Volume 3, the official soundtrack. After this, if you see there's a couple more minutes left, that would be the RWBY Chibi episodes that got missed in the upload. And honestly, I'll take hold me accountable to it. I recorded it. I didn't do one long recording like I normally do. I did stops and pauses. I don't believe I missed anything. Just kind of one of those things of edit now or edit later. I chose edit now and made that distinction. When it comes down to the ad stuff, like, yeah, I could get upset, rant, or be annoyed about ads. It's less of the, like, aggravation. Like, it's just weird. Also, if 99% of my content is demonetized, so if you randomly just get ads in the middle of the video, that's not me. Like, that's Rooster Teeth, technically, because they're the ones that decide. They're the ones that get the ad monetization. They're the ones that get the monetization from the ad revenue. So I think their company's the one that ends up placing it, or YouTube automatically just does it for them. Because it's definitely not me. But yeah, anyway, so that's been this video. Appreciate all of you. Peace out. And after this would just be the RWBY stuff, the Chibi stuff that was missed, if any. But thank you. And as always, if you want to join the Discord down below, it's a forever link. The original community post is not the greatest, because I didn't know that it had a expiration date on the link. I'm not tech savvy, or I am, but I'm not that tech savvy. I figured out how to fix that. So going forward, in the description of every video, there's going to be a link to it. I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. Roman's revenge.
Hey Blake. Man, I'm so bummed. I think I crashed and burned on that test today. How did you do? You know what?
Why are people always failing tests? I'm gonna say it. You know, maybe it's because it's supposed to be like a college or something. Like, it's someone I don't relate with. It just wasn't my thing. Mind you, I wasn't the greatest student either. I'm not saying I was smart. I'm not even saying that I just never failed the test, but like, I don't know. I feel like the curriculum and stuff is usually pretty simple.
You're right. In the long run, one test is no big deal. I'll do better next time.
Yeah?
Thanks, Blake.
Great advice. From a semblance.
Whew. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm finally gonna tell Weiss how I feel about her.
You've done it
I think.
many times.
I don't know. Maybe? What do you think, Blake? Oh my gosh, you're right. What was I thinking? That would have been a disaster. Oh, you know, I feel like you really get me. Thanks, Blake.
Yeah.
Huh? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Blake? Is it about that thing I did? How did you find out about that?
What did
You
you
can't
do?
tell anyone. Look, I'll make it worth your while. A lifetime supply of tuna. Deal? Oh, you're good. You're very good.
Oh, there you are. It's always weird when these shadow clones don't vanish.
You know what?
I feel so much better. You're the best.
You're the worst.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, Blake, I have so many girl problems. Oh, good thing you're such a great listener.
I just... Alright, yeah, sure. I guess. Puppy.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, he never actually.
No, it's completely fine. He's just a little grumpy today. Mine's usually so sweet.
He looks very sweet, so I don't embarrass me.
Actually insane. Hey, it's Roman. He's dead. Oh wait, no, wait, people don't die in this one.
Good boys, why? Ready? Fetch!
Oh, little red, little red.
Oh boy.
Laugh while you can. Because Roman Torchwick is back in town! You thought you could just move
It's
on into a
Neo.
spin-off comedy series and leave me behind? Guess again! I will have my revenge!
Yes!
This time, things are gonna be different. Neo, it's time to destroy those meddling kids once and for all. And their stupid dog, too. Prepare the death ray!
I kinda love
don't be a
Neo.
Show off. My hour of victory is at hand! Neo, load the highly explosive dust crystals.
Why? Where'd you go, dummy?
Puppy time.
Shoo! Go on! Get out of here, you mangy mutt!
Hey, don't be mean to the puppy.
No!
Yeah.
No! This isn't your stupid stick!
Deserve!
Good, stupid doggy. Stay.
Easy dub.
Roz, why? Hey, you found a stick? Good boy. Come on, let's go for a walk.
Oh, they're right. No one dies in RWBY Chibi.
I can't feel my legs.
But they
Neo,
don't die.
how do I look?
Darn it. And
Love it. Love it
awesome.
so much. Okay. We're just gonna preemptively. I swear it's gonna be an ad, please. Alright. We're jumping right into the next one.
Weiss! Look!
Cinder who?
I got us friendship bracelets!
I like it, like Cinderella.
All right, Ruby. Put it here.
It doesn't feel right. Yay, handcuffs!
My dearest Winter, My time at Beacon is going well thus far. Unfortunately, I was not selected to be team leader. But worry not, our team has a capable leader at the helm. She's...
Oh, come on, boy! Come on, boy! Get the chicken! Get the chicken!
Awesome. Smart.
interesting.
Nope.
She's also...
Hey, Weiss! Wanna see me eat this cookie through my nose?
Kind of.
Check it out!
a person.
Ah!
Show top view of the board. Show top view of the board. I want to make the call. No. What?
Checkmate.
Good game.
This is a living check. Okay.
We really need to rename that move.
Ah, yeah.
Will you please stop doing that?
That upperclassman from Haven wants to hang out!
You?
Cinder!
Cinder. Doesn't ring a bell. What's her
Yeah.
last name?
What was it?
Cinder Mall.
This is something young people wear, right?
Ah.
Cinder
Stop
Falls.
laughing and help me!
Cinder Doll.
All part of our nefarious plan.
Cinder Stalls.
Cinder, we just need to check your dorm for evil plans.
Are you sure those were scheduled for today?
We don't notify
Yeah.
students when we're trying to bust them.
But we're exchange students.
Doesn't matter.
Man, this
Officer
weather's crazy,
Abs?
right?
Move out of the way.
You know, your abs look great today.
Cinder, please.
Cinder Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem upset.
Oh, my nefarious plans! Oh, no!
It's Goofy. I'm gonna say she's still a bitch.
I don't know, it's like Cinder Autumn or something.
Well, too bad. I'm studying.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Here, Ralph.
yeah, it seems weird because like part of me thinks that like I'm not. Like I don't know. Part of me thinks that today's episode just feels like a little like meh, but like genuinely, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm definitely gonna come back to RWBY Chibi whenever there's just a tough moment in the show, because like a lot of the jokes like they genuinely hit in the and they are well written within the world, and like understanding the characters kind of gives them a little bit more depth. It's just kind of like one of those things of, yeah, today's just one of those days. It's like what you ever just have one of those days? I feel like that's a song. I want to say a Miley Cyrus song, but it's just one of those days. 15-second unskippable.
Filing a
Goddamn. It's like I get it. I do. I get it.
Let me guess. You guys are bored?
I need to be entertained or my brain turns to oatmeal. The
Yes!
Not the kind with sprinkles. Ugh, and hungry.
I stopped recording mid fucking sentence. Okay, so basically the big thing here is they I can't even say words good. Nora is peak ADHD and I love it.
Let me guess. You guys are bored?
Or maybe
I need to
ADD.
be
Who
entertained
knows?
or my brain turns to oatmeal. The bland kind, not the kind with sprinkles.
They have sprinkles on oatmeal.
Now I'm bored and hungry.
I was fine before all the head trauma. Does anyone?
I also love how in RWBY Chibi, Pyrrha just uses her semblance whenever the fuck she feels like. When like the actual show, I thought she like only used it during
Anyone else
battle.
hear bells ringing?
Well, hey, I know a fun thing we can do.
Oh, yes. Does it involve hammers?
No hammers. It's a super fun board game.
Ooh, I love board games. How does it work? Tell me so I can crush you all.
It's called Compost King. You play as a farmer collecting organic scraps for your compost heap. Whoever gets the biggest pile of mulch becomes, wait for it, the Compost King!
Wow. That sounds
Okay.
like something my uncle would
Yeah. That sounds kind of
do.
like...
It would be fun.
The
I'm with it.
opposite of super fun.
Oh,
What? No, did I mention the mulching takes place in real time? A single game can last for days or even weeks.
Not a fan
Oh
of
no,
that part.
my cows are being abducted by aliens. Save the cute cows. Pew, pew, pew.
No, there's no cows or aliens.
Then why are we playing,
I'll
John?
help you fight the aliens. Punch, punch, kick.
You are ruining
Is
the
that made out of
integrity of
metal?
the game.
Never fear, the cow protection force is here.
I thought she had to touch it for it to be. Oh wait, you know what? You know what? Why am I assuming that everything works the same like it does? It doesn't. It's not the same.
I'm sorry, aliens, but I must inform you that these cows are under my protection. Any and all attempts to abduct them will be met with legal action.
Yeah.
You can't have any fun if you don't follow the rules.
Sean, please help us fight the alien invaders. Oh no.
I will not.
I
But
will.
Sean, the alien's only weakness is compost.
Why didn't you say so?
Pew pew. You're in trouble now, alien cow nappers.
Compost King to the rescue.
Board games were a great idea, Sean.
They. It's like I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like he's a 5-year-old that you have to be like, no, that was a great idea, honey. And it's like you've added nothing to the conversation, and you being here has been more of a hindrance than a help. And yes, I know that's horrible to say about 5-year-olds, but if you've ever been in a situation, like many of us have, where you're just trying to do one specific fucking thing, and the last thing you need is someone to come up and be like, "Agaga huagaga wooga." I know that a 5-year-old can speak, but they're like, "Here, try this," and they give you a Phillips head when you ask for a flathead. I'm not saying I get the rage, but part of me gets the rage. Right? I have a hard time being asked a question when I've been working for like 15 hours on an edit I'm trying to do, and someone comes downstairs and asks like, "How was your day?" I don't know. How do you think my day was? It's condescending, it's mean, it's something I need to work on personally as a human being, but like, I get it. I understand the anger. And like, John, you are that 5-year-old in that situation. And it's like, why rant about John right now? Because it's me. And I'm gonna rant about John probably until fucking season 20. Easy dubs. Wait a minute, his legs are made of metal. I get it. That'd kill me.
Wait! The floor is lava!
I swear you're 5 years old.
Well, yeah.
Weiss, this is a matter of life and death!
I'm gonna say it. Ruby's a helpful 5-year-old, though. I'm gonna stand by it. Ruby is that 5-year-old that is, like, actively trying to learn what you're doing and not trying to help. They're just watching and understanding, and that's the 5-year-old you want to be in life. That's the 5-year-old that I wish I was, knowing damn well I was fucking John. Alright? I know I was John, and that's my problem.
Tell her, Blake!
Yeah. Life and death.
Ruby, look, I don't know how it happened, but if you treasure your life, you must learn the ways of parkour, balance, and gymnastics! Okay, well, that's just cheating. Wait!
The floor is lava.
Oh, no fooling.
Yes! Dear sister, if you value your life, you'll tread carefully. One misstep could mean certain doom. You guys are the worst.
Time to meet your makers, huntresses!
Wait!
The
floor is lava.
Huh?
Roman Torchwick! I know we've had our differences in the past, but please hear me out! The moment you pass through that doorway, you'll be burned alive!
Oh, for the love of... All right, I'm killing you first. It burns! It burns! Ah!
I tried to warn him.